Welcome back for the third and final part of the subscription box trilogy. It's just like Return of the Jedi, except without the Ewoks and the exploding Death Star. But we do have our own theme song, so hurry back. Just an 80s boy and a 90s teen, going on all things Disney, from mouse to parks and in between. Come share the magic with me. La 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 la. Live your life to a Disney tune. Come and share Jake's Disney Afternoon. Hey Disney Afternoon gang, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jake. If you're returning here, it means that you have survived parts 1 and 2 and you don't hate me yet. So you're gonna get through part 3, I imagine, and if you're new, go check out parts 1 and 2 so you're kind of getting a full story. This is not our usual video, but you're going to want to hit subscribe because we've got some awesome things coming up after I get through what I gotta say. I've got my Star Wars shirt on because it's time we join the Resistance and talk a little bit about how we're bonding together as a community. So Mickey Lou did one of its lives last night, and I happened to catch it. And lo and behold, there were some pretty disparaging remarks made about me personally in my profession, about some of my friends here in the YouTube community, and about some of you, quite frankly, who are purchasers of the Mickey Loot product. And as is my tradition, I'm not gonna summarize or comment. You're gonna hear the words yourself right from the source. Let me play that video for you.
Here's what's happening, guys, and I'm not trying to be a downer, but I'm kind of getting to that point where I'm sorry if I offend you, but I'm going to start being a little bit more frank, because at the end of the day, let me just tell you, this is my business, okay? It's my business, my family, my kids' future, my kids' emotions, my kids' life. And when people out there on the internet decide that they're going to be bullies and start saying things that are absolutely factually lies, casting our family as all kinds of different things, affecting my kids, or saying, well, why are your kids even watching this? You know why kids are watching this? Because my kids care. My kids care about you. My kids are invested in this. My kids touch your boxes and put care into your boxes. So yes, my kids watch this. So the thing is, I'm a nice guy. And those of you who've met me in person will tell you, I'm a very nice guy. But there becomes a point where I'm starting to get filled up to here, okay? So I'm just going to leave it there. But I'm not going to take it lying down. I am not irresponsible. I don't mismanage my business. I don't do all these kinds of things that I've been hearing lately. You got a few people that go in, don't know how to fill out their preferences, don't know what the heck they're doing, get a box, then go, oh my God, the box is not what I thought it was going to be. Well, you know what? I give as many instructions as I can about how to fill out a box. And the thing is, I see Pixel Cannon here says, I hate bullies. Well, you know what? Some of these people are educators. They're teaching our children, and they are just flat out bullies on the internet. Now, if their employers saw this kind of crap that they were pulling, they would have a hard time with it. They wouldn't have a job. They shouldn't have a job, because you can't go around bullying people and then go say that you're an educator and go out there and say this kind of stuff and do this to kind of people. I'm tired. I'm frankly tired of watching my kids pour their hearts into making sure that you guys smile, making sure that you're happy, and then bawling their eyes out because some jerk sitting there who doesn't know what he's saying and couldn't tell the truth if his life depended on it, saying different things and rallying up a bunch of people about a bunch of junk that's not even true. That's it. I've had it. So, here we go. Matt's off the leash, because you know what? Matt don't care. I love you guys, and I will fight for you guys, and I will do my darndest to give you guys the best product out there. But I am not going to lay down and let people come along and kick me in the teeth and disparage my family and bully my kids and all that kind of stuff. If you don't want my service, you know what? There's a bunch of other ones out there, and that's fine. Go for it.
Yeah, so I'm not having any of that. Like, not a drop of that am I having. if you want to come here and defend that, if you're going to continue to support that, then we're not building the same community. We're just not. I refuse to be a part of a community where asking for accountability is shamed as bullying, and actual bullying gets repeat customers. That's not a community I'm interested in being a part of. Not having it. It's personal, and I'm going to refrain from a lot of commentary because the words spoke for themselves. So, what my question is, how do we combat bullying? How do we deal with it? It happens in all instances of our lives. It's at the workplace, it's at home, it's in families, it's on the internet. How do we actually deal with it? And as far as I'm concerned, there are two ways to really kind of deal with it. The first is to call it out. That's just plain and simple, right? Silence is acceptance is one of my very favorite phrases of all time, because it's so powerful in the absence of words. And the minute that you're silent is the minute that your bully wins. The minute you give them power. The minute we're silent as a community, the bullies win. They take advantages of us. And if you're coming for me, come for me. I don't care. But when we're talking about people I care about and in a community that I care about, it's not happening. I'm going to say something. I'm a small channel, but I've got a big mouth and I'm going to use it. And that's just how it's going to be here. Yeah, that's how it's going to be. And I would encourage you to do the same. It doesn't mean you have to be mean or call names, or, hate speech, any of those kinds of things. What I'm saying is point it out. That's wrong. Don't do it again. Please stop, right? That's all it has to be. But if you're silent, we're sending the message that it's okay for that behavior to continue. The second thing is we got to elevate people. We got to build each other up. We got to raise each other so far off the floor that the bullies are down there all by themselves and we're just up here doing our thing. So that's what I want to do. That's what I want to focus on. I want to end this on a really positive note. I'm going to start a little segment on my channel called Channel Surfing. And I'm going to give you some recommendations of channels I want you to go check out. A little sneak preview of why you should check them out. And I want to hopefully start to build this culture of supporting each other and building each other up for the creative efforts that we have, for the individual efforts that we bring to the table, for the unique things that we are, while still calling out the problems in the community. So I've got 4 channels that I really want to highlight for you. These are 4 people that have been like my rock. They have been in my corner almost the whole time I've been on YouTube. I've really known these channels and we're in a little group together, and it's a safe space and it's a lot of fun. And guys, I am thankful for you and appreciative of you. If you are a subscriber of one of these channels or all of these channels, but you haven't checked them out in a while, please go just like a video, go watch a video, go leave a comment, get the algorithms flowing, show a little bit of Disney love. And with that, let's get started. Number 1, April over at THRIFTY-NERDY-MOM. Awesome. So Dollar Tree Tuesday is all I'm going to say about that. So on Tuesdays, April goes to the dollar store. I think there's multiple in her area, and she finds like the deals to the point where like Dollar Tree Wednesday is what Jake does after she posts on Tuesday, because I'm like, I gotta go out there and I gotta find those things. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do with half of those things, but April's gonna tell me, because not only does April find the deals, she's like the DIY lady of the internets, right? So she finds all of these things and she's like, I'm gonna make it into this and I'm gonna make it into that. I'm like, okay, let's do it. So I'll buy the things, April's gonna tell us how to make the things, and we're all gonna have the things, and it's gonna be awesome. So go check her and Emma out, her daughter. They're super cute when they do their hauls. It's really fun to watch. Lovely people. Check, subscribe, like, comment, all the things. April's awesome. Thank you for being you, April. You're the absolute best. Moving right along, number 2, Miss Louisa Ruby. My pal, Louisa, you're awesome. She was one of the first people that I really latched into her channel, and I was in a swap with her and I got to curate a box for her, which really just made me happy. But Louisa does like a little bit of everything, which is what I love about her. She does some shopping hauls that she's been doing recently, where she like goes to like all these sort of like stores you might not think of as being like big on Disney merch, and she's like finding the stuff, and it's great. She does some decluttering things, so if you're kind of into like that minimal lifestyle, Louisa is all about that. She does some finance stuff, and I hate the finance, like I hate it. I'm like, what does the ATM say I have for money? That's my like idea at finance at 41. But Louisa like outlines some really like practical things that she borrows from other people, but really explains them in a great way, and she kind of like meets her goals every month, and I'm like totally in awe of that. She does all the fun Disney stuff too. She does some of the boxes and the swaps. She is so gracious with her time. She was the one who picked up some of the vintage stuff for me. She was just showing us pictures one day, and we're like, I'll take one of those, and I'll take one of those. And she just went around the store, like totally unscheduled, and was just buying stuff for us. She picked us up some pins while she was in Walt Disney World. She's just one of the nicest human beings. So you're going to subscribe to her. You're going to like some videos. You're going to comment on the videos. I'm going to keep saying that, so like, you got to do it. Number 3, my spirit animal, Miss AJANACLAIR. She has 2 channels because she is that cool. The first channel is ZOELLE'S World, and I'm going to call it, I don't know, AJANACLAIR, you can correct me if I'm on, like the family-friendly channel. She does it with her daughter, and they do a lot of like mommy and me shopping things, and they've done some swaps together, and she orders her own rounds of subscription boxes from different companies that are curated for her daughter. Great channel, a lot of fun. And then her other channel, being AJANACLAIR, is awesome. A lot of liquor involved. A lot of like adult chatting at night about like, you know, lounge flies and trips and real talk and other kinds of things. She is so generous with her time and her resources. Her box swaps are like the pinnacle of box swaps. She like stuffs them things full. They're themed to the hilt. She should be her own subscription company, and I'd subscribe to that in a second. So go check out ZOELLE'S World and Being AJANACLAIR. Like the things, comment on the things, get the algorithms flowing, show these people some love. And then finally, number 4 for today is Lauren, my good dear pal Lauren over at Castles, Capes, and Clones, which is like the most brilliant marketing title in the universe. And if Disney were smart, they'd offer you like $1 gajillion for it, and you would sign it away, and they would have like their own branding. But Lauren was one of the first people I met. Really got to know. We like a lot of the same things. He's like cool enough to like the Wuzzles, but we have like a shared love of like 80s and 90s like vintage and history. He's big into animation like I am, and we have some things we disagree on. Like he doesn't like Beauty and the Beast, and the Marvel thing I don't get, but I'm like loving it for him. So go check him out. He like posts, I don't know, Lauren, are you posting like a video a day? It seems like you're posting a video a day, which is like a crazy amount of videos, but they're like pins and different subscription boxes. He's getting into the swap action game. I'm in several with him, so I'm really looking forward to those. But he does all kinds of things. He does like talks on the channel about reactions to trailers and fun stuff like that. So you're going to want to go check him out, like the things, comment on the things, subscribe to all the things. These people are awesome and worth your time. So if you do not know them, get out from under the rock, Google down below, because I'm going to list everybody down below. Go support them. Tell them Jake sent you. So I'm hoping to do more of that channel chat stuff randomly at the end of a video. I'll just throw some in. There are so many people in this community that I admire, so many people that I aspire to be, so many people that bring like unique things that you would never guess, or like a really specialized thing, and I'm all here for it. Which is why I react so negatively when this kind of an incident happens to our community, because I feel very protective of the people here. And like I said, I'm going to speak out. Know that up front, know that in advance. It's just going to be a thing that I do. I'm going to try to be diplomatic about things. I'm going to try to be fair. I never try to shoot from the hip and be like overly emotional about it, because I want to present myself in a way that's fair and stable, but I am going to say the things. But we are going to build each other up. So if you want to steal the channel surfing idea, or if you have like a different idea, AJANACLAIR does like, I should know what it is, like mom, something about highlighting the mothers. I forget what the title is, but she like highlights a mom on YouTube, and I think that's one of the most special things. But there are a lot of people doing stuff like that, so find a way to lift other YouTubers up, other people in the community. Send them magic mail, send them a card, go to the parks and get them an item that you know that they're looking for. Just shout out their channel, tag them on Instagram. I don't know, find ways of building the community up, because I am tired of us tearing each other down. Being honest is not tearing each other down, but personal attacks are, and I'm just not about that life. So go find a way to bring a smile to somebody's face today, because that's how we're going to survive as a community. Please let there not be a part 4 to this saga, because that would be episode 1, Phantom Menace, if we're talking about in order. And as much as I love the prologues, the prequels, and I do, you can at me in the comments, you know, it goes downhill from there a little bit quickly. So, until the next Disney afternoon, gang.
Hope to see you back real soon, sharing in Jake's Disney afternoon.